Hey, this is Scott, and as you guys all know, when it comes to bourbon and rye, I really love Woodinville whiskey here in the state of Washington. But today, we're going to go ahead and discuss my favorite out of state distillery, and we're going to discuss their bourbon, Noah's Mill, from Willett Distillery. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Scott, and you are tuned into the Rookie Wine and Whiskey Enthusiast. And as always, this is YouTube's really only semi-focused channel on Washington wines and spirits, but not exclusively, which means today, for New Whiskey Wednesday, we're going to discuss my favorite distilling company, Willett, and their bourbon, Noah's Mill, from outside the state of Washington. This is distilled, well, it's actually not distilled by Willett. This is sourced. This is Noah's Mill. It is a barrel proof, bottled at 114.3 proof. And as you can tell, this bottle is only 2 months old, and I've really enjoyed it. So what better way than to go ahead and discuss it? Anyways, the Noah's Mill is sourced by the Willett Distilling Company. It used to be a 15-year age statement, but due to the bourbon shortage about 3 or 4 years ago, they took the age statement away. Most experts believe that this is a blend of bourbons that have been sourced, aging anywhere from 4 to 20 years. Okay. Now, it is, again, bottled at 114.3 proof or 57.15%. And let's go ahead and get right into the review. And I'm using my small nosing glass. Today I'm not using my Glencairn or my Volt, my whiskey glass. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. First of all, the legs on this are long and thick. It takes a long time for them to come down. The color on this is a deep brown, almost like fireweed honey color. And for those here in Washington State, it's a very rare honey. And if you ever get a chance to buy fireweed honey, taste it, buy it, but you're going to pay a premium for it. But this is the kind of color that it looks like. Now, let's go ahead and right onto the nose on this. Right off the bat, this is a very spicy, forward bourbon. I'm getting cinnamon, I'm getting allspice, I'm getting nutmeg. There's also vanilla there. There's a bitter, well, no, I won't say bitter, but an astringent oak to it. There's caramel, toasted sweet corn. And on the back, one of the things I like about Willett bourbon is not only the spices, but there's a tendency to have a floral note to it. And that's probably coming from some of the high rye mash bills that they must have blended into this. And like I said, most experts not only believe it's 4 to 20-year-old blends, but that they also blend a mixture of wheated bourbons with high rye mash bill bourbons. Anyways, the nose on this is, it could literally, normally a pour like this would take me an hour to sip. I don't have that kind of time tonight. Anyways, let's go ahead and right under the palate. This is an extremely oily, creamy bourbon where those spices, now on the palate, on the nose I said it was cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. On the palate, the cinnamon just takes over. It's very forward, followed by the allspice. The nutmeg kind of falls away, but that's okay. There's a little bit of bitter astringency to this flavor. That's the oak coming through. That's probably some of the older blends that are in it. I also get caramel corn. There's that corn note, except this heavy, deep burnt caramel. Almost think. I don't know if you've ever had charcoal corn where they've put sugar and salt on it. It's really good, and where the sugar is kind of caramelized to it. I also get a little bit of buttered popcorn note to it. The finish on this is extremely long. Again, it's creamy. It sticks to the mouth. Yeah, this is one of those bourbons where you either love or hate Willett. Now I will say that they do produce some of their own stuff now, and they have another bourbon. It's called Willett, from a Willett pot still, and it's the bottle is shaped as a pot still. That's one of those love it or hate it bourbons. But I've never run into anybody that I've ever served this to, or anybody that's had it before that's disliked this. If I'm going to go ahead and score this, I'm going to score this at an 86 out of 100. This is a must buy. Now, the MSRP on this, it runs about $49 to $59 a bottle. In the state of Washington, this is an $80 to a $90 bottle. Luckily, I found this in Missoula a couple months ago over Memorial Day weekend, and I paid $55 for this bottle. And as you can tell, like I said, I have really enjoyed Noah's Mill. So, that being said, thank you very much for tuning in. Have you had Noah's Mill before? You know, if you have, go ahead and comment down below. What did you like about Noah's Mill? What did you dislike? Also, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. You know, the thumbs up or thumbs down if you don't like it. Either way, it helps with the algorithms and however YouTube figures out how to process these videos. Also, go ahead and hit subscribe. And when you hit the subscribe button, if you like this content, hit the bell icon right next to it. That way, when I do upload these videos, if you like them, you're going to get notified when I upload a new one. So, now the other thing today, and this is kind of a celebration, I have hit 100 subscribers today. And I want to thank to those 100 subscribers. Yes, it is a wine and whiskey. And there's a lot of whiskey channels out there that are growing leaps and bounds. And why mix the wine in a little bit. And so I'm getting a kind of a mix of wine drinkers and whiskey drinkers. And the whole purpose, there's my old lab barking, by the way. The whole reason I do wine and whiskey is those two cultures have a tendency to look down upon each other. And I think there's two drinking cultures right there that really, if they thought about it, they really do work well together. So, anyways, as always, thank you to the 100 subscribers. Here's to the next milestone, which is 500 subscribers. Please go ahead and share this video, and let's get to this 500 mark. Anyways, as always, please drink responsibly. I'm a little excited today. Plus, my shoulder's sore. I got done working out about 2 hours ago. Please drink responsibly. And as I always say, life is too short for either bad wine or bad whiskey. This is an excellent whiskey, excellent bourbon. Cheers. Now, I just got to find out if I got to go back to Montana and get another bottle of this.